So, good morning, everybody. My name is Adrian. Typical. I wanted to be over there. Adrian Collier. I'm the product manager of Akvo RSR. I'm going to go through today the roadmap. So, what we've been doing, what we're doing now, and what we intend to do in the coming, next 12 months or so. This is the roadmap. It's been updated with 2013. As all software development goes, it's not always completely concrete. In the workshop, we'll give out copies of this, so you'll see it, and we'll be publishing this probably with a blog post over the next week or so. This is what we've been doing in 2012. It's a whole list of features. If you're interested in finding more about any of these individual features, we'll go through them all. Well, we'll go through any that you want to in the workshop. I'm going to go through a few, the grey ones now. We've developed an API. This API allows us, allows you to collect information directly from Akvo RSR. This provides you with a huge opportunity if you want to really embed your projects or your details into your website. So this URL here actually creates this, which is all of the Dutch Wash Alliance projects. They all come through. You can go to edit the URL, which then changes what exactly you're pulling. You can pull a single project. You can pull all project updates. It's really quite flexible, and this really allows you to get at the information you want and display it in any way you want it to. We're still working on new features for the API, so by the end of the year we should be able to have a write so that you can start entering information into Akvo RSR via the API, so automatically. This is a feature we released not so long ago, but it actually turns out that very few people know about it. So we had lots of requests to say that we want to be able to add formatting into updates. Well, you can. So this is simple examples. Basic formatting on the left in normal text, and this is what you end up with. So you've got everything from headings, bold, lists, lines, but also links and images. You can embed these into your updates now, so you can make your updates look exactly the way that you want them to. If you want some more information about this, we'll be publishing that very shortly, or you can, of course, contact me anytime. We translated partner sites into 3 other languages, so obviously it began with English. We now have partner sites in Dutch, French, and Spanish as well. At the moment, this is the user interface. So all of the static information on the page is translated. The user content is not so easy, as you can imagine. We can't actually hand translate all of your projects into many languages. That would be a huge, huge task. So we're working on the next step of this, where we use an automatic translation tool like Google Translate. This one you're probably not very interested in, but this is one of the things we did this year that has made a huge difference to us. So we now have automated deployments, which means that our team of developers can submit their code and the system is created automatically. So we don't need to stand there and actually spend a day or half a day creating the new servers. This means that we can rapidly introduce new changes. Multiple developers can all work on different things or the same thing, and we can produce releases and get new features out in no time. This allows us to do it a lot cheaper as well. We have an infrastructure developer who is responsible for doing releases, and we can even do releases now when he's on holiday, when he's not there. This makes a huge, huge difference to our development practices. It took us quite a while to do, but it's so valuable, and while it's not a feature you can see, you will all get the benefits because we can now release and develop more features in a much faster pace. So, this is what we're working on right now. As I mentioned, the API write functionality. We've even started doing mobile apps. A whole lot of more stuff. Again, if you're more interested, the workshop, we can talk through any things in particular you're looking for. So we started on a mobile app a few weeks ago. These are the first draft mock-ups. It's currently being in development. The aim is that you'll be able to add updates to your RSR projects from the field. If you take a photo with your phone of whatever you're updating, it will even add the GPS location. So people will be able to see where the update's being done with the photo and the date, and you can do all this from your Android phone in the field. If you don't have connectivity, you can save it. When you get back to your office, it will upload. So we think this is a huge step in terms of actually allowing people in the field to do more live updating, live information with less technology. As I mentioned again, we're looking at Google Translate so allowing us to translate content. It's not perfect translation, but actually I've translated a Spanish project here into English, and it reads really well. So while it is machine translation, it does seem to work. So it's not going to give you all of the fine detail that your project gives you, but if the project is written in Russian or Spanish and you're an English speaker or the other way around, you'll at least be able to get a grasp of what the project is about. A small one, social media tags. At the moment, if you share your Akvo project in Facebook, for example, you might not see exactly the information you want. So what we're going to do is really look at the information that's sent through social media and make sure that all of this stuff is exactly the way that you want it to be. So you can share your project via Facebook, via LinkedIn, Google+, and everybody can understand immediately what it is you're trying to share. So far in 2013, it doesn't look like a huge board of things you're going to do. There's more to come. At the moment, this is kind of where we've set our goals, and obviously there's more stuff that we're doing now that will be improved. Things like Akvo Mobile is a project that will last a while. One thing we're quite excited about is bringing your data about RSR to you. So developing a dashboard type option which will allow you to see information about your projects in RSR by logging into your account. You'll be able to see how many projects you've got, how many updates you've got, how much funding, how many projects need funding, all of this kind of stuff. We'll be working with you to determine exactly what you want to see in your dashboard, and the aim is that you'll be able to customize your dashboard. So every time you log in, you can see the same information. So you can, and this is a huge step towards actually allowing you to pull reports and do your reporting on your projects via Akvo. So you don't, removing some of the need to produce paper reports all the time. And finally, action-based notifications. So actually sending in emails or messages to your email address or your mobile maybe, or through the system itself to notify you when things happen in the system. So if you've donated to a project, you'd be interested when that project has an update. You can, if you follow a project, you want to see if there's an update, you want to see if something's changed. If you're a member of an organization, you might want to be interested in what happens, what your other fellow colleagues are doing on Akvo. So if a colleague of yours adds an update to a project, get a notification so you can follow what each other are doing. So, that's a brief overview. As I mentioned, if you're interested in any more, we're doing 2 workshop sessions this afternoon, so feel free if you've got questions. I'm going to hand over to Catalina, who will go through the training materials.